What up? It's your boy T-Chronic back with another episode of the T-Chronicles podcast, and we're going to talk about things in life that truly matter / perspective. I always like to say that your perspective creates your perception. Obviously, tragedies and unpredictable shit happens in life that is, no matter how you look at it, sucks. But a lot of the time with other things, the way you look at something matters a lot too. Before we get into it, got a new song dropping tomorrow called Seed by my band Sound of Sage featuring Chucky Slick and Bella Fiore. It's a super dope track. It'll be the second single that my band has dropped. And by my band, I mean me and my homie Jarrett. We don't really have a full band yet. Shout out Alex on helping produce this track. He's the most fucking talented motherfucker. Alex from Bella Fiore. So, life in this physical realm flies by so fast. And as we get older, it only seems like it goes by quicker. And so it's important to not lose sight on things that actually matter. I'm just going to list off a few little bulletins of stuff that's important. The things that are priceless, that don't cost money, that matter the most. Like enjoying a sunset and really admiring the nature around you. Laughing with your friends. Being around your family. Being a good role model to the young ones around you and your kids or anybody that looks up to you. All of it matters. To look back and realize that sometimes the small moments are the big moments. The little moments in life sometimes hold the most meaning. Your health matters. You could have all the money in the world. You could be rich and famous and have the biggest house and all the cars you want and all the cool clothes and accessories and all that other shit. That's cool and all, but if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. If you don't have water, you don't have anything. And that kind of ties into how blessed we truly are for the small things. And I'm not always on the up and up, and I'm not just always happy all the time. And a lot of people look at me as a super happy dude, and I am, but that's also because I've been through some dark times, as we all have, And but that also, on the other side of that, adds and contributes to your growth and your perspective. And one thing that I've realized is that the more that you can be grateful for the small things in life, the easier it is to be happy. We all have our days too where it's easy to say that. And you can know you're blessed, but you're just not having a good time. But just keep going no matter what. And you never know how much that your words can affect somebody else. And it's always important to be kind to people, because you never know what somebody is going through, and you never know what they're feeling like inside. Just be mindful of that. And that doesn't mean don't speak your mind when you have some shit to say and you need to let someone know something. I'm not saying filter yourself 24/7 and just tiptoe around conversations or obstacles. No. But just in general, be a kind person. Again, because this time on earth it's a little time lapse. In the big blip of time, we're just a little, not even a snap. And it goes by so fast. And I think it's really important for us to try to be there for each other more. We're all connected. We're all got a heartbeat, and we all walk a different stream to the same ocean, or swim in a different stream to the same ocean. And nobody knows, I think sometimes we are going through similar things as the people around us at times. And because we don't vocalize, we're all in this little bubble, individual little bubbles. But the more that we're able to kind of let some of that go, the more people around you can find that they relate. And it creates a connection and creates more unity. Perspective is important. And when you're feeling down and out, there's somebody going through some whole other, like, harder shit than you. And that's not to discredit you or downplay things that you go through, right? Not saying that. But to know that to in those moments, do your best to find gratitude and be grateful, because that will also furthermore help you realize how blessed you are. And if you get along with your family, not everybody out there has the best relationships with their family and stuff like that. But if you do and you talk to them, love them, tell them you love them. If they're around, if your mom and pops are around, tell them that you love them. Let them know and show them that you love them. Be of service. And being of service to people around you without taking away from your own spirit in the way that you spread yourself too thin, but being of service in a selfless way makes you feel good. And it's not to be like, look, I'm a good person. Look at me, pick up this trash. Have integrity and be of service. And you'll find that comes back to you when you're not expecting that and when you're not doing it because of an incentive. And that helps with having gratitude. I just think we all need to be more kind to each other and stop and listen a little more. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth to listen twice as much as we speak. It's important to be of service. It's important to stop and take a look around. Sometimes life will slap us in the face too to help us correct our path. Sometimes we have to go through shit to get to the smoother road. I had anaphylactic shock. I went into anaphylactic shock, and for those of you who don't know what that is, it's like the most severe, like, allergic reaction you could have. So I was in Ocean Beach. It's probably like 6 years ago or so, and I got bit by a dog. I was hanging out with my friend Austin and some other buddies all day, and the sun was setting, and I ran out into the water, and this dog was just excited running behind me, and it like jumped at me and nipped at me in the thigh. And I should have gone to the hospital right away, and better yet, I should have got the dude's contact info. I didn't. I just like went home and called the doctor and sent a photo to them and told them what happened, and they saw the photo, and they said usually with any sort of puncture wound that they'd want you to come to the hospital right away. But they saw the photo and they said, hey, just clean it and come in right in the morning and we're going to take care of you. Well, when I was a kid skateboarding and I'd fall, I'd always put on Neosporin or A&D ointment and nothing ever happened. Well, right after I got off the phone call, I put on some A&D ointment, and within like 10 minutes, I started breaking out in hives and freaking sweating like crazy. My face got pale. I got lightheaded. And then my lips started swelling up freaking huge, like gigantic. And my tongue started swelling up. And it was getting hard to breathe. My throat was closing. And I'm telling you, insane. My hearing started ringing. My vision started getting all sorts of messed up within a matter of like 10 minutes after putting on this ointment. And called the ambulance, and they came, and they helped me out and put some Benadryl in my veins and went to the emergency room, and I was able to have those symptoms subside. But it was the most frightening experience till this day that I've been through. The most scary experience, because it was a near-death experience, and had the ambulance not come, or if I was in a place where an ambulance couldn't arrive, I would not be here. And till this day, that experience kind of gave me a little PTSD. Till this day, every now and then, I'll have dreams where like my lips are getting big and I'm trying to talk and someone's back's turned to me, or if I smoke some weed and get anxiety from it, whatever the strain might be, or just in general, if I smoke too much, whatever, I'd find myself feeling my lips tripping out. So the experience really fucking was super scary, to where it's kind of velcroed to my mind a little bit. But I'll tell you what, after that experience, after I got out of the hospital, there was this glow to me of just so grateful to be alive. There was this glow to me after that nothing could bring me down. It was like, it didn't matter, nothing that anyone said to be, a dick to me, or nothing could bring me down, because I was just so grateful to have survived and be alive. And my happiness was to a point where I was very just grateful to be alive. There was just no bringing me down. And it was just because I was alive, because I had went through that shit and it was so scary and I survived. And just that in itself, just grateful to be alive. And now it doesn't always take detrimental experiences for one to have gratitude like that, but sometimes fear has a weird way of grounding us and making us return back to the knowingness of how blessed we truly are. And so it's weird how fear has a way of grounding us at times. And sometimes we lose sight of that. We get caught up in the things that stress us out that don't matter. Financial stress, that shit fucking sucks, right? For sure. And there's other things that just eat at us day to day that can stress us out. But at the end of the day, knowing, hey, I am alive and I got a chance to be a human being for a little while here on earth. And I'm so grateful for that.